Hello friends, in this video we are going to solve the remaining examples in the problem set 5th, that is from the chapter of probability of maths paper first. In the previous videos we already solved first 7 questions in this problem set 5th. Now let's start from the 8th. The question is, a box contains 30 tickets bearing only one number from 1 to 30 on each. If one ticket is drawn at random, find the probability of an event that the ticket drawn bears an odd number and a complete square number. The two events are given. Here the random experiment is, if one ticket is drawn at random from the box containing 30 tickets bearing only one number from 1 to 30. First we write the random experiment. See, one ticket is drawn at random from a box contains 30 tickets bearing only one number from 1 to 30, and therefore the sample space is 1 2 3 4 up to 30. Therefore this number of yes equals to 30. आता इथं आपल्याला सॅम्पल स्पेस कंपल्सरी नाही. आपण जर दिलं की देर आर 30 tickets bearing the numbers from 1 to 30, therefore number of yes equals to 30 आपण इथे लिहू शकतो. Now the events are given. Which events are given? Here two events are given, that the card drawn is an odd number and the card drawn is a complete square number. So first we take a letter for this event, that is A. Let A be the event that the card or ticket आहे the card नाही, ticket drawn bears an odd number. See, therefore here we write this event A. Here the numbers are from 1 to 30 that the card bears, and the odd numbers from these are 1 3 5 7 9 11 13 15 17 19 21 23, then 25 27 29. See how many numbers are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 and 15. Therefore this number of A, that is number of sample points in event A, are or is 15. Now we have to find the probability. This probability of A equals to number of A upon number of yes, and that is equals to here number of A 15 and number of S equals to 30, and therefore probability of this event is 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are 30. We simplify this dividing each by 15. Here the probability of the event that the card bears an odd number is 1 upon 2. Now the second event is the card bears is a complete square number. First we write this, let B be the event that the ticket drawn bears a complete square number. Here the numbers are from 1 to 30. This event is that the ticket bears a perfect square number. त्यातले perfect square number आपल्याला याच्यामध्ये लिहावे लागतील. Therefore B, here perfect square numbers are 1, then 4, 9, 16 and 25. Therefore this number of B equals to 5. Now probability of event B equals to number of B upon number of S. Therefore it is equals to number of B here 5, number of S 30, and therefore the probability of this event is 5 1s are 5, 5 6 are 30. That's why the probability of the event that the ticket bears a perfect square number is 1 upon 6, and the probability of the event that the ticket bears an odd number is 1 by 2. Now the next example is example number 9. Length and breadth of a rectangular garden are 77 meter and 50 meter. There is a circular lake in the garden having diameter 14 meter. Due to the wind, a towel from a terrace on a nearby building fell into the garden. Then find the probability of the event that it fell in the lake. See, here is the figure. In this figure, this is a rectangular garden having length 77 meter and breadth 50 meter. This is a circular lake having diameter 14 meter. It means that radius of this circular lake is 7 meter. Here the event is given: due to the wind, a towel from a terrace on a nearby building fell into the garden. Then find the probability of the event that it fell in the lake. Here the towel is fell in that garden, and we have to find the probability of the event that it fell in the lake. Here the sample space is, sample space means all the possible outcomes. आता possible outcomes काय आहेत? तर ही ती टॉवेल या गार्डनच्या टोटल एरियापैकी कुठल्या तरी एका एरियामध्ये कुठेतरी पडलेली असेल. It means that the sample space in this example, the sample space is the area of this rectangular garden, and the event or the number of event is the area of this circular lake, because here we have to find the probability of the event that it fell in the lake. So the number of A equals to area of this lake, and number of years equals to the area of the garden. First we find the area of the garden, and then area of the circular lake, and then we have to find the probability that the towel fell in that lake. See here, length of the garden equals to 77 meter. Then breadth of garden equals to 50 meter. Now area of a rectangular garden equals to length into breadth, that is equals to 77 into 50, that is equals to 0. 5 7s are 35, carry 3, 5 7s are 35 plus 3, 38 square meter or meter square. Here this is the area of the rectangular garden. Now therefore number of yes equals to area of rectangular garden. Why? Because here it is given that due to wind, a towel from a terrace on a nearby building fell into the garden. Therefore number of yes equals to area of garden, and that is, and therefore number of yes equals to, here we find the area of this garden, which is 3850 square meter. It is given number 1. Now area of lake, the area of lake फाइंड करण्याच्या अगोदर डायमीटर दिलाय, अगोदर रेडियस फाइंड करूया. डायमीटर ऑफ circular lake equals to 14 meter, and therefore radius of the circular lake equals to 7 meter, and area of lake, it is circular, therefore area of circle, we know this formula, area of circle equals to pi r square. So here we write this pi r square equals to pi 22 by 7 into radius 7 into 7 as square I. 7 on the 7, 7 on the 7, 22 7 the 154 square meter. This is the area of the lake. Here the event is that here we have to find the probability of the event that it fell in the lake. Here the event is that the towel fell in the lake, and let the event be, see, let the event be A. Therefore this number of A, see, equals to area of the circular lake, that is equals to 154 square meter. A number of A equals to 154. It is not necessary here. The unit is now probability of A equals to number of A upon number of S. It is not necessary here. And therefore it is equals to number of A 154. Then number of S 3850. Now first to divide this by 2. This equals to 2 sevens are 14, 2 sevens are 14. Then 2 ones are 2, 2 nines are 18, 2 twos are 4, 2 fives are 10. Then here we have to divide it by 7. That is 7 ones are 7, 7 ones are 7. Then 7 twos are 14, it remains 5. Then 7 sevens are 49. Then it remains 3, and 7 fives are 35. Here 11 ones are 11, 11 twos are 22, 5 remain, 11 fives are 55. Therefore this probability of event A equals to 1 upon 25, and this is the probability of the given event that the towel fell into the lake. Therefore probability of the event that the towel fell in the lake is 1 upon 25 here. See, यासारखं आपल्याला वेगळंही एक्झाम्पल येऊ शकतं. गार्डच्या जागेवर एखादं फॉरेस्ट देता येईल, याच्या जागेवर दुसरं लेक किंवा एखादी विहीर आपल्याला देता येईल, आणि त्याच्यावरनं हे व्हॅल्यू चेंज करून आपल्याला त्या इव्हेंटची प्रोबॅबिलिटी फाइंड करता येईल. आता अशा ज्यावेळेस असे एक्झाम्पल्स येतात त्यामध्ये एरिया येतो, तर सॅम्पल स्पेस आपल्याला लिहिता येत नाही, पण एरिया हा टोटल जो एरिया आहे हा गार्डनचा असेल, फॉरेस्टचा असेल, दुसरं जर एक्झाम्पल दिलं तर दॅट एरिया इज द एरिया ऑफ सॅम्पल स्पेस, इज द नंबर ऑफ सॅम्पल स्पेस, अँड द इव्हेंट इज द एरिया ऑफ दिस लेक ऑर वेल, जे काय दिलेले असेल त्याचा तो एरिया इक्वल्स टू नंबर ऑफ सॅम्पल पॉईंट्स इन दॅट इव्हेंट. And when we find number of S and number of A, that is number of sample points in the event, we can easily find out the probability of that event. Now the next example is example number 10. Here in a game of chance, a spinning arrow comes to rest at one of the numbers 1 to 8. All these are equally likely outcomes. Find the probability that it will be rest at, this is the event, first 8, an odd number, a number greater than 2, and a number less than 9. We already solved such type of example in the practice set or in this chapter previous. Here in the place of numbers there are the colors. तिथं त्या ठिकाणी ते कलर्स होते. हा स्पिनिंग एरो असाच होता, फक्त तिथं नंबरच्या ऐवजी कलर्स दिलेले होते. See, if the sample space is, in a game of chance, a spinning arrow comes to rest at one of the numbers, this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Therefore number of yes equals to 8. First we write the random experiment. See, in a game of chance, a spinning arrow comes to rest at one of the numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Therefore, this number of S equals to 8. Now, this is the event. Let A be the event that the spinning arrow, it will be raised. Spinning arrow, Olivia. Spinning arrow comes to rest at 8. Therefore, A, this 8, and therefore number of A equals to 1. Now, probability of this event, this probability of A equals to number of A upon number of S. Here number of A equals to 1, number of S equals to 8. Therefore, probability of this event is 1 upon 8. Now, let B be the event, the second event, that the spinning arrow rests at an odd number. So here we take, let B be the event that the spinning arrow, see, comes to rest at an odd number. See, the odd numbers from 1 to 8 are 1, 3, 5, and 7, and therefore number of B equals to 4. Now, probability of B equals to number of B upon number of S, that is equals to 4 upon 8, and that is equals to 1 upon 2. Therefore, probability of this event that the spinning arrow comes to rest at an odd number is 1 by 2. Now, let C be the event that the spinning arrow comes to rest at a number greater than 2. See, the numbers which are greater than 2 are from 3 to 8 here, and therefore this C, the sample points in this event C are here. See, the condition is number greater than 2. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And therefore, number of C equals to 6. Now, probability of this event C equals to number of C upon number of S, that is equals to 6 upon 8. And therefore, this probability of C equals to 2 3 is 6, 2 4 is 8. That is the probability of the event that the spinning arrow comes to rest at a number greater than 2 is 3 by 4. Now, for the fourth event, let D be the event that the spinning arrow comes to rest at a number less than 9. Therefore, D, here the numbers are from 1 to 8. The condition is the spinning arrow rests at a number less than 9. Here all the sample points in the sample space are also in the event D. So here we write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, because the number is less than 9, and here all these numbers are less than 9. Therefore, number of D equals to 8. Now, probability of this event, that is P of probability of D equals to number of D upon number of S. Therefore, probability of D equals to 8 upon 8, and therefore probability of this event D equals to 1. That is the probability of the event that the spinning arrow comes to rest at a number less than 9 is 1. Why? Because it is a certain event. Certain event, the event consisting of all the sample points in the sample space. So the probability of the certain event is 1. This is the highest or the maximum probability of any event. Now, the next example is example number 11. There are 6 cards in a box, each bearing a number from 0 to 5. Find the probability of each of the following events. Here, the events are given that a card drawn shows a natural number, a number less than 1, a whole number, and a number greater than 5. Here, the random experiment is, see, the card drawn from a box having 6 cards, each bearing a number from 0 to 5. See, a card drawn from a box containing 6 cards, each bearing a number from 0 to 5, and therefore this S equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and therefore this number of S equals to 6. आता या ठिकाणी हा सॅम्पल स्पेस नाही दिला तरी चालेल, because here given that there are 6 cards and each bearing a number from 0 to 5, therefore here number of S equals to 6. Now the events are given, so first let A be the event that the card drawn shows a natural number. Here we write, let A be the event that a card shows a natural number. Here the card bears the numbers from 0 to 5. This is the event of getting a natural number on that card. Therefore, event A is natural numbers are from 1. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And therefore, number of A equals to 5. Now, probability of A equals to number of A upon number of S. And therefore, it is equals to number of A 5, number of S 6. And therefore, probability of event A equals to 5 upon 6. That is, the probability of the event that the card shows a natural number is 5 upon 6. Now, the another event is a card shows a number less than 1. Here we write, let B be the event that a card shows a number less than 1. And therefore B is the event containing the sample points. Which sample point? Less than 1, it is 0, and therefore this number of B, here the number of sample points in this event is 1, so number of B equals to 1. Now we have to find the probability of this event, that is probability of B equals to number of B upon number of S, that is equals to 1 upon, here number of S equals to 6, therefore probability of this event B equals to 1 upon 6. Now let C be the event, the third event. C be the event that a card shows a number, which number? A whole number. See, whole number. And therefore here the sample points are from 0 to 5, and all these are the whole numbers. So here we write all the sample space in the sample points, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and therefore number of C equals to 6. Now we have to find the probability of this event, that is probability of C equals to number of C upon number of S, that is equals to 6 upon 6, and therefore probability of this event C, or the probability of this event that a card shows a whole number is 1, because this is also a certain event which contains all the sample points in the sample space. Now the fourth event is that the card shows a number greater than 5. Here we take the event D. Let D be the event that a card shows a number greater than 5. Here the numbers are from 0 to 5. It means that there is not a single number which is greater than 5. So therefore number of D equals to 0. तर याच्यामध्ये 5 पेक्षा मोठा असणारा एकही सॅम्पल पॉइंट्स नाही, कारण ते नंबर जे आहेत कार्डवरचे ते 0 पासून 5 पर्यंत आहेत. त्यामुळं the number of sample points in this event D equals to 0, that is it is an impossible event. And now probability of this event D equals to number of D upon number of yes, that is equals to 0 upon 6, and therefore probability of this event equals to 0. It means that probability of the event that a card shows a number greater than 5 is 0.